Healthy eating. What is healthy eating these days? When did it become so complicated? Why is it so hard for us to know what, why, and how to eat these days? If you feel as confused, as overwhelmed as I do, believe me, you are not alone. And the problem is not about you. The problem is about all this pressure, all this noise that we have been getting every day in social media, strong assumptions, conflicting arguments that are making us more confused and not knowing what to choose and where to start from. Today, with this video, I don't want to go too deep on what am I doing, what are the solutions, but mostly I want to share a few reflections about the panorama out there that help us realize that the problem is not about us. It's about this world of over-information, this world of abundance that is creating all these possibilities and opportunities, which can be positive, but can also create a lot of food anxiety, a lot of confusion, and basically us not being able to stick to something that is sustainable. We can feel good and peaceful about it. So first, little reflection. Food these days is seen as a way to optimize, and we have all this pressure to succeed and to be in a certain state. This is the first time in the world history that food is not just a way for us to survive. Food to be shredded, food to lose weight, food to all of these things. And my grandmother doesn't know what this concept is because she lived in periods of scarcity. So food would be so simple. I would guess that they would have a lot less food anxiety than we do have these days. We need to search for healthy structure that can help us take the first step, that can help us go towards a good path, not the perfect path, but a good path that can fit our unique individuality. Which leads me to the second reflection. Looking out there to all these experts, making these strong assumptions, it's just like we are missing the most important point. We are missing context. We can keep going all day long deciding what foods are good or bad. I mean, I think this is a mistake. We are labeling foods, something that comes from nature, as good or bad, and I think it's not a good starting point. Contexts can be many, but I guess like when it comes to nutrition, there's not a rule that fits us all. The context that we should strive for when we pick up all this information and try to make our own decisions is like food is individual, right? The food will have a different effect on two different people. The same food can have a different effect on the same person depending on our state, depending on our lifestyle, depending on in which phase of life are we, right? Even on the same day, our body can change so much, can be completely in a different physiological state, that it might be ready to deal with certain foods and not deal with other foods. I think it's important for us to understand this, that there's not a single rule that fits us all. So let's stop to try this hard, to preach and to find one way that is right, because there isn't. People say carbs are bad, or don't eat rice, but yeah, it might fit my lifestyle, but for a Japanese that grew up all his life eating bowls of rice for breakfast, how come am I gonna preach that the rice or the carbs are bad? Once more, context matters, guys. We need to slow down a bit, step back, ask ourselves, okay, what this guy is saying, he looks amazing, he's telling me to stick to the meat, but is my body ready for it right now? Am my body under such an amount of stress that lowering the carbs eventually raises up the cortisol and it can backfire at me? Plant-based, I mean, beautiful, plants are amazing, the fiber, but is it my body ready? Is it my digestive system? Do I have the enzymes right now to deal with such amounts of fiber? If not, they can turn into poison, so on and so forth, guys. All right, so I want to also talk and touch a little bit on the point of consistency. People saying like, you are not consistent, that's why you fail. We can all be very consistent. We all have a lot of willpower and we can stick to something and do it for a certain period of time. Until when, until when are we gonna able to sustain life and social pressure that is gonna hit on us sooner or later, that will make us fail? And then when we fail, are we gonna get into this loop again, of oh, I tried, I failed, and now I don't know where to start. I better listen to another guy that is saying another thing that is super sexy and promising. Try again and again and again and again. Instead of thinking that consistency is what's missing, I guess slowly we have to look at all these beautiful approaches, start to pick up good things about it, and start creating our own perfect nutritional regimen. What is a nutrition rhythm, plan, whatever, that I can see myself doing for the rest of my life, right? This is what I've been striving for, because I don't want to go very deep into something that it's just not sustainable. I can be consistent, but is it sustainable? Can I do it for the rest of my life? Otherwise, again, I'm going to get into the loop of trying, failing, frustration, getting lost again. So this is a panorama out there, at least from my perspective. I just want to give you this reassurance that you are not alone in this nightmare. It's good to have all this information. We just need to slowly step back and create friendly structure that eventually fits our own lifestyle. Understand that our body changes from time to time, from day to day, that foods are neither good or bad, and slowly again try to pick up these good things about all these amazing approaches and build our own rhythm, our own beautiful and amazing nutritional regimen. So that's it for today, guys. No solutions, just a few thoughts that I wanted to share with you. Over the next videos, I will share a bit more ideas on how have I been able to kind of reduce the noise, work on my food anxiety towards a more flexible lifestyle in which I can have every food I want, respecting my body rhythm, and eventually, if everything goes accordingly, not perfect, not optimal, but when we manage to go on the right direction, all the beautiful things happen. The weight loss takes place, water retention goes away, the binge eating might be a bit more controlled, the cravings are controlled, we get more clarity, we make better decisions, we are happier, and also we can influence the ones that we love. So that's it, guys, for today. I'll see you on the next video.